and Brer Wolf could not get to Brer Rabbit, they would try to get to his children. Well, Brer Rabbit had a whole bunch of children, about 15, 20 kids. But they were very well obeyed. They listened to every word Brer Rabbit said, and they obeyed Brer Rabbit. And this was important because of his enemies. One day, Brer Rabbit had to go down the road on business. His little children were out in the yard, playing and roaming and rolling and pulling each other's tails and having a good time. And so Brer Rabbit says to his children, children, that's a country word for children from the South. Children, I have to go down the road on business. Now you know I have enemies. Keep your eyeballs looking and your little ears twitching. I'll be back. He said, okay, Daddy, we'll be fine. Go on about your business. So Brer Rabbit went down the road. The little rabbits in the yard, they were rolling and tumbling and pulling each other's ears and just laughing, having a good time. Well, down the road came two enemies, Brer Fox and Brer Wolf. And those are Brer Rabbit's main enemies. And they were walking along and talking to each other when all of a sudden, Brer Wolf spies Brer Rabbit's kids. Brer Wolf stops dead in his tracks and says to Brer Fox, ooh, look at there, look at there. Look at all those little fat, juicy crabs. Well, all you have to do is catch one of them, pop off his legs, pop off his ears, skin him, pop him in your mouth and eat him up. Brer Fox said, ooh, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. That sounds good. I can taste it right now. Let's go get him. Brer Wolf said, now hold on a minute, Brer Fox. Let's do this thing right. This is what we're going to do. You go down the road in case you see Brer Rabbit. You can talk to him and keep him busy while I catch the rabbits. And I'll separate them. I'll save some for myself and I'll save some for you. Brer Fox said, I don't trust you, Brer Wolf. I will come back and there won't be any rabbits left. You gonna eat them all up. I don't trust you. Well, Brer Wolf did not like the fact that Brer Fox didn't trust him. And he hauled off and cuffed Brer Fox up under his chin. Boom. Woo, child. What did he do that for? A fight broke out. Brer Fox and Brer Wolf fight. Fur and teeth and hair flying every which way. But the little rabbits had heard the whole conversation. And they saw this as a chance to get away. And they took off running down that road as fast as they could go. Brer Fox and Brer Wolf stopped fighting, started dusting themselves off and trying to look all innocent and everything. Brer Fox said, well, how you doing, Brer Rabbit? It's just me and Brer Wolf here. Nothing too much going on. We just have a little conversation. Brer Wolf said, yes, that's right, Brer Rabbit. How you doing? Brer Rabbit said, I'm doing fine, Brer Wolf. So Brer Fox said, well, tell you what, Brer Rabbit and Brer Wolf, why don't you two talk for a minute? I have some speculation I want to do down the road, piece. You two talk for a minute. Brer Rabbit said, go on about your speculation, Brer Fox. I believe I will talk to Brer Wolf for a minute. So Brer Fox went on down the road. When Brer Fox was out of sight, Brer Rabbit set his jug down in the middle of the road. Says to Brer Wolf, you ever hear any of this I got in this jug? Brer Wolf said, well, I don't know what you got in that jug. So Brer Rabbit took the cork out and let Brer Wolf taste it. Brer Wolf said, whoa, what in the world is that? Brer Rabbit said, you don't recognize taste? Brer Wolf said, no. What's that? Brer Rabbit looked all around. Like he didn't want anybody to hear what he had to say. Says to Brer Wolf, this here in this jug is fox blood. Brer Wolf said, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. This good old sweet, tasty stuff is fox blood. Brer Rabbit said, it's fox blood. Brer Wolf said, how do you know, Brer Rabbit? How do you know what this is? Brer Rabbit said, I knows what I knows. Brer Wolf said, oh, that is so good, Brer Rabbit. Can you tell me how to get it?